All right, guys, I'm back out here coming up on this Dodge Magnum with a 3.5. So no start, guys. Now, I've already pretty much diagnosed the fact that it's not getting fuel. Okay, there's a couple things. You all know what a car needs to start. Okay, yes, a couple things. Mainly three main things a car needs to start. Okay, and my suspicion was this car was missing fuel pressure, the fuel. Okay, yes, fuel is one of those three. So what I did was simulating fuel pressure by spraying throttle body cleaner into the throttle body, and I proceed to start the car, and it starts. Naturally, it's going to run with how much fuel you sprayed in the throttle body. That's the length of time it's going to run. So all I'm out here doing now, guys, y'all know that's not an accurate way to test a fuel pump. What I'm about to do is make sure the fuel pump is getting power supply on the ground. Okay, just because you can see, or just because you have verified that your car is not getting fuel doesn't mean the fuel pump is bad. Okay, a fuel pump, well, any electrical motor has to have power supply and ground to work. So what I'm here, I had to go back and get my test light. What I'm about to do is make sure I have power supply and ground. Yes, that is exactly what you should do. Now, this connector, guys, I don't want to get too deep off into this connector, but this blue and orange wire is power supply. And right next to it is a black and orange wire, which is ground. That is what's Chrysler, that is exactly what FCA is trying to get out of. Okay, guys, this was a bad idea, guys, putting the power supply wire right next to the ground. So if you go to replace this fuel pump, and you get a new OEM Mopar fuel pump, you will have to reconfigure this connector, guys. In fact, you're going to get a whole new wiring connector in the fuel pump box that they want you to install, because they have reconfigured the fuel pump circuitry. All right, they do not want power and ground right beside each other. Who thought of that? All right, so what I need to do, what I'm about to do is verify that I have power supply at blue and orange. Okay, you have to have that to start. Okay, now you can go the easy route of sticking a pin right here in ground and sticking your test light in power and turn the key on. As we all know, fuel pumps are designed to run for 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, that's called that's the ASD circuit, guys. If the ASD circuit do not see RPM after 2 or 3 seconds, it'll shut the ASD off. So power supply will be snatched from this if there's no RPM, if the engine is not running. That's a safety issue. So all I'm gonna do real quick, guys, I don't want to make this long-winded. In fact, I'm not gonna record much because I have a video out already on this. So I'm trying to find a decent ground. I got a ground. I'm about to put my, matter of fact, I got a video actually diagnosing this. So I want y'all to watch that video. But real quick, I might as well show y'all this real quick. I'm gonna stick my test light into the power circuit, and I'm gonna go turn the key on. This should light up for 2 seconds. All right, hold tight. All right, let me turn it, put the key in. I'm gonna let y'all see. All right, I'm about to turn the key on now. There you go. Hey, that looked like it went on for more than 2 seconds. So, guys, what that tells me, I do have power source at the fuel pump. All right, so I merely need a fuel pump, guys. I'm going to, the power source is there, and the fuel pump is still not running. Power source and ground. Like I say, you can, I don't have a pin, guys. I wanted to jump across. Like I said, I have a video diagnosing this properly, guys. So I want y'all to watch that video. But I've seen what I need to see. Now I'm going to go write up a fuel pump repair kit. That's what I'm gonna write up. That's what this car needs to get started. Right now, it will not start. All right, so guys, stay tuned. God, I don't want to make this video long because I have video already on it. So yeah, stay tuned. Let's go try to sell this fuel pump. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got it in. Like I said, I wasn't going to film all of this because I already have video footage of this. New fuel pump in. I just got it bootleg wired right now until I get in the shop and properly splice in the new harness connector and properly solder the new harness in. Okay, because I'm working outside, as you can see, I did this just so I can hopefully get the car to start and run. That's my old fuel pump. I don't know why these things. That's fuel, guys. No big deal. These things, I don't know, but the circuitry has been changed. I have, like I say, this is temporary. You merely switching 3 or 4 around, guys, but you need to do it properly. I just did that so I can start and run and drive it in the shop. I don't want to push it. I don't want to get it pushed. Now let's see if it'll start. I got my bell on, my key in here. All right, prime it up, turn the key on, let it 2-second prime, and yes. Yes, y'all hear that? Ladies and gentlemen, it is running, okay? This is 3.5, guys. Now this engine has a timing belt on it, guys, so if you over 100,000 miles, I highly suggest you get that timing belt replaced, okay? If you never had it done or you just bought the car, don't know if the previous owner had it done, I suggest you get it replaced because there's no inspection cheat. There's no cheat cover on here. You have to take this whole cover off in order to get a visual view of that timing belt. But I highly suggest you get that done, guys. All right, guys, I'm finna drive this in the shop and repair this wiring. Look, the harness even came with instructions. Here's the, now I got a couple of these, I'll put in the description. I got a couple of these for sale, guys. If y'all don't have one, I'll link it in the bottom. It'll go straight to my eBay account. You can buy this. You can buy this from me, dirt cheap. It don't cost that much. I have a couple that some guys in the shop just wouldn't do. I don't know. Even at all the shops I work in, a lot of guys don't splice in a new connector. They just merely repair the old connector. All right, so guys, I'm done. Let me drive this in the shop. That's all I have. Stay, don't move. Doing this stuff outside, guys, you're gonna get some fuel spill, so you will have to clean all of that up. Keep in mind, this is a customer car. It's not your personal car, and you don't want to ruin your image with bad stuff. All right, so that's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.